My wife laughed. This loser won't even realize he's raising someone else's child. I smiled. But I already knew how to end it. This morning, she kicked down my apartment door in tears. I never thought I'd be posting here, but I need to get this off my chest. Throwaway account for obvious reasons. I'm Tucker, 34M. Been married to Lori, 32F, for 5 years. We're not rich. I run a small construction. She works HR at some corporate office. Life was decent, not perfect, but we made it work. Had our own little rental house, went on road trips twice a year, normal stuff. Everything changed 3 months ago. I was in the garage working on my project car, old Mustang, nothing fancy, when I heard Lori on the back porch with her friend Gemma. They were drinking wine, getting loud like they usually do on their Friday meetups. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but then I heard my name. Tucker's such an idiot, Lori was saying, her words slightly slurred. Working all those extra hours for the baby fund. He won't even realize he's raising someone else's child. My hands froze on the wrench. Gemma's cackling laugh followed. Oh my God, you're terrible. Does William know? Of course he knows. He's been helping me practice for months now. I sat there, oil on my hands, heart pounding. William, her coworker, the one who kept showing up at office parties with his wife Harlow, always standing just a little too close to Lori. I didn't storm out there, didn't make a scene. That's not how you win these things. Instead, I quietly picked up my phone and hit record, letting them keep talking. 15 minutes of them giggling about how they'd been meeting up at lunch breaks, how William was planning to leave Harlow once Lori got pregnant, how I was too stupid to notice the signs. That night, I acted normal. Kissed her hello, asked about her day, watched some Netflix, but inside, I was taking inventory of all the red flags I'd ignored. The new passwords on her phone, the girls' nights that kept running later and later, the sudden interest in going to the gym at odd hours. Classic stuff, right? The next week was hell, but I kept my poker face. Ordered a paternity test kit online. Not for any existing kid, mind you, but so I'd have it ready. Started documenting everything. Times she came home late, screenshots of our bank statements showing suspicious lunch charges, photos of her car parked at yoga class when she was supposedly at work. Then came the breaking point. Last night, Lori announced she was pregnant. 2 positive tests. She jumped into my arms, crying happy tears, talking about nursery colors and baby names. I played along, hugged her tight, told her how happy I was. You're going to be such a great dad, she said. And I swear I saw something in her eyes. Smugness, maybe? Or guilt? I waited until she fell asleep, then sat in the garage with a beer, planning my next move. That's when I got a text from Gemma of all people. Congrats, Daddy. The audacity made me laugh. They really think I'm that stupid. Here's the thing. I'm not some pushover who's going to cry about it or do something crazy. I've got a plan. Already talked to a lawyer. Paid in cash, different town. Been documenting everything. Moving money around legally. Setting up my exit strategy. Lori thinks she's so clever. Playing house with William while I work overtime for the baby fund. Little does she know, I'm about to burn her whole charade to the ground. The best part? She has no idea I know. Walks around our house planning the nursery, showing me paint samples, talking about our future. Meanwhile, I'm getting ready to destroy everything she thought she could take from me. Next update will probably be after I set things in motion. Right now, I'm just gathering evidence and getting my ducks in a row. The look on her face when this all comes crashing down will be worth every second of playing dumb. I know this sounds cold, but you don't get to play someone for a fool and walk away clean. Not in my book. Stay tuned. This is just getting started. Update. Thank you for all the support on my last post. Things have been moving quickly, and I need to get this off my chest. It's been 2 weeks since I overheard Lori laughing about me being too stupid to realize I wasn't the father. I've been playing it cool, acting normal while setting everything in motion. Every morning I kiss her goodbye like nothing's wrong. Every night I listen to her lies about working late. My blood boils, but I keep my face neutral. Last Thursday, I met with a divorce attorney during my lunch break. He's handling everything quietly. Said I was smart to come in before tipping my hand. I've been documenting everything, backing up texts, recording conversations, single-party consent state, and tracking expenses. The paternity test results are locked in my work truck's glove compartment. Yesterday was rough. Lori invited William and his wife Harlow over for dinner. Watching them act normal, knowing what I know, William kept making these little jokes about how great it is that we're all such close friends. I caught him and Lori exchanging glances when they thought no one was looking. Poor Harlow was totally clueless, showing us pictures of their kids on her phone. The breaking point came when Lori put her hand on William's shoulder while serving dessert. Just casual enough to seem innocent, but I saw red. I excused myself to the bathroom and splashed cold water on my face. Not yet. Everything has to happen in the right order. This morning, I transferred my latest paycheck to a new account Lori doesn't know about. Been doing that for 2 weeks now. Nothing illegal, just protecting what's mine. The apartment lease is signed, paid 3 months in advance. Basic furniture gets delivered tomorrow. I've slowly been moving important documents and irreplaceable items to a storage unit. The real bomb drops tomorrow at the family BBQ. Lori's parents always host one for Memorial Day weekend. Everyone will be there. Her sisters, our friends, William and Harlow. Lori's been stressing about it all week, probably because William's coming. She doesn't know I've been talking to her parents. Called her mom last week, voice shaking, and told her I needed advice about something serious. Met them for coffee while Lori was working late. Showed them everything. The test results, the text messages I'd recovered, bank statements showing suspicious purchases. Her dad went silent. Her mom started crying. They're devastated, but standing by me. Tomorrow, they're helping me set the stage. The plan is simple. During the BBQ, Lori's mom is going to ask about grandkids, like she always does. But this time, I'm not laughing it off. This time, I'm saying something that will make Lori panic. Just a casual comment about some interesting medical results from my recent checkup. Nothing direct, just enough to make her sweat. I know Lori. She'll pull William aside to freak out. Her sister Gemma, who helped me get copies of their messages, will be watching. She's taking Harlow to the kitchen right when it happens. Perfect timing for Harlow to overhear everything. It sounds calculated because it is. They thought I was some dumb guy who wouldn't figure it out. But I've spent 2 weeks planning every detail. The divorce papers are ready. The evidence is organized. The new apartment is waiting. I should feel bad about orchestrating all this. But after hearing her laugh about me raising another man's kid, after watching her lie to my face every day, I don't feel anything except ready. Tomorrow, their perfect little lie falls apart. Let's see who's laughing then. Update. Just heard Lori on the phone with Gemma, stressing about what to wear tomorrow. She has no idea Gemma's been helping me. Keeps saying she wants everything to be perfect because William and Harlow will be there. The BBQ starts at 2 p.m. By sunset, everyone will know the truth. I'll update tomorrow after everything goes down. Thanks for letting me vent. Having this space to write everything out has helped keep me sane these past weeks. Update 2. First of all, thank you everyone for the support on my previous posts. Shit really hit the fan this week, and I need to get this off my chest. Remember how I mentioned setting everything up quietly? Well, the dominoes started falling exactly as planned, but even I wasn't prepared for how intense things would get. It started Monday morning. I had already moved most of my stuff to the new apartment, leaving just enough clothes and basics at our house to keep up appearances. Lori was still clueless, spending her evenings texting William while pretending to be working late. I waited until she left for work, then had my attorney file the divorce papers. Timing was everything. By lunch, Lori was blowing up my phone. I'm talking 47 missed calls in 3 hours. I kept screenshots of everything, the hysterical voicemails, the threats, the sudden switch to begging. But I stuck to my plan, only responding through text, keeping everything documented. Then came the showdown at my parents' house. I had invited both our families over for dinner, supposedly to discuss some important news. Lori showed up uninvited, mascara running, screaming about how I was trying to ruin her life. She actually threw her phone at me when I calmly pulled out the paternity test results. My mom, who had been suspecting something was wrong for months, just sat there with this look of absolute disgust on her face. The best part? William's wife Harlow was there too, my sister's friend. Small world. Watching Lori's face when Harlow walked in was priceless. Turns out William had been feeding Lori the same bullshit lines he'd used on 2 other women before her. Real winner. That guy. "You stupid bastard," Lori screamed, getting right in my face. "You have no idea what you're throwing away. We could have been happy." I just looked at her and said, "Happy raising another man's kid while you two laugh behind my back? That kind of happy?" She tried to slap me. I caught her wrist. The room went dead silent. "The funny thing is," I told her, "you thought I was some dumb construction worker who wouldn't figure it out. But I've got texts, recordings, bank statements, everything. Your boyfriend, William? He's been embezzling from the company. HR is looking into both of you right now. This morning, Lori lost her job. Turns out sleeping with your married coworker and using company time to plan your deceptions isn't looked upon kindly in corporate America. William's wife cleaned out their joint accounts and moved in with her sister. He's been calling me, threatening legal action, but my attorney just laughs. We've got everything documented, but here's where it gets even better. Remember Lori's friend Gemma, the one who helped her hide everything? Her husband, Colby, is my best friend's brother. Was real interesting showing him the texts where his wife helped plan this whole thing. Another marriage bites the dust. The fallout has been nuclear. Lori's family won't speak to her. Her friends are choosing sides. She showed up at my apartment this morning, kicking and screaming at my door about how I'm destroying her life. Security footage caught the whole thing. Another piece of evidence for the restraining order I'm filing tomorrow. But I'm not done yet. See, Lori doesn't know about the second set of messages I found. The ones that show this isn't the first time she's pulled this stunt. And when those come out during the divorce proceedings, well, let's just say her reputation in this town will never recover. Some people have messaged asking if I feel bad about how hard I'm hitting back. Honestly, no. She and William plan to make me raise another man's child, laughing about what a fool I was. They deserve every bit of karma coming their way. Tegan, my attorney's paralegal, has been amazing through all this. Just saying. I'll update when the divorce proceedings start. Something tells me Lori's going to try something desperate when she realizes just how thoroughly I've documented everything. Stay tuned. Final update. I never thought I'd be writing this final update, but here we are. A lot has happened since my last post 3 weeks ago. The fallout has been intense, and while some might think I went too far, I don't feel an ounce of regret. Quick recap for those who haven't read my previous posts. My wife Lori tried to pass off another man's child as mine, and I caught her laughing about it with her friend Gemma. I spent months gathering evidence and preparing my exit while she thought I was clueless. The other man was William, her coworker, who had a wife named Harlow. The day after my last update, I finally executed the last part of my plan. I'd been secretly recording all our conversations on my phone, legal in my state, including the one where she bragged to Gemma about making me raise William's kid. I created a shared folder and sent the recordings to everyone. Her parents, my parents, our mutual friends, and most importantly, William's wife, Harlow. But here's where it gets better. Remember how Lori always bragged about her job at that big marketing firm? Turns out, workplace relationships were strictly against company policy. Someone, definitely not me, anonymously emailed HR about their affair, including timestamps of them using company time for their meetups in the parking lot. Both Lori and William got fired last week. Harlow went nuclear. She showed up at our local Starbucks where Lori always gets her morning coffee and caused a scene that ended up on everyone's Instagram story. Called her every name in the book while Lori tried to hide behind her iced latte. The entire neighborhood heard about everything. Lori's parents were devastated. Her dad, who'd always treated me like a son, came to see me privately. He showed me messages where Lori had been asking them for money, claiming I was abusive and controlling. When I played him the recording of her laughing about the paternity scheme, he broke down. They've cut her off completely. The divorce is processing smoothly since I had everything documented. My lawyer says she doesn't have a leg to stand on, especially with the evidence of her planning to commit paternity fraud. She tried to claim half of my savings, but joke's on her. I'd already legally moved most of it. William's life isn't any better. Harlow kicked him out and posted about his cheating on Facebook, tagging their entire friend circle. His brother owns the company that gave him his last 3 jobs. Guess who's not getting any more family favors? Last week, Lori showed up at my apartment at 3 a.m. completely drunk. She was screaming about how I ruined her life, how she's living in her car because no one will take her in. Gemma ghosted her after I exposed their messages about the paternity scheme. Even her cousin Tegan, who she thought would always have her back, blocked her number after seeing the evidence. She tried to play the victim, crying about how she made one mistake and I'm being cruel. One mistake? She spent months planning to trap me into raising another man's child while mocking me behind my back. She was going to steal years of my life, my money, and my chance to have my own family. The best part? I recently started seeing someone new. She's authentic, honest, and thinks Lori is absolutely insane. It's amazing how different it feels to be with someone who actually respects you. Lori still doesn't get it. She left a voicemail yesterday saying I'm heartless for making her lose everything. But here's the thing, I didn't make her do anything. She chose to cheat. She chose to lie. She chose to laugh about deceiving me. All I did was expose the truth. She's right about one thing, though. I don't feel bad. Not even a little bit. She tried to steal my future, my chance at having my own family and years of my life. Instead, she lost her job, her reputation, her comfortable life, and any chance of trapping some other poor guy into raising William's kid. Some of our mutual friends say I went too far, that I could have handled it privately. But why should I protect someone who was gleefully planning to deceive me for the next 18+ years? Actions have consequences. She played a stupid game and now she's won her stupid prize. For those wondering about the paternity test, it confirmed what I already knew. The baby wasn't mine. Lori lost that last shred of dignity when she had to admit it in front of both our families. I'm moving on with my life. My business is doing well. I'm seeing someone who values honesty, and I sleep perfectly fine at night knowing Lori is facing the consequences of her own actions. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting everyone see who someone really is. To everyone who supported me through this, thank you. To those dealing with similar situations, don't let anyone gaslight you into accepting disrespect. Stand up for yourself. The truth always comes out eventually. And Lori, since I know you still check Reddit, I hope that laugh was worth it.